Okay, we finally made it to the site. We're with our host here, Chad. This is his permission, mountain of a man. Don't try to sneak on it. And of course, Todd of Appalachian History Detectives. I'll put a link somewhere in the video description. Anyway, they want to get digging. We've been talking for 2 hours because Todd's chatty this morning. Actually, I was broken down. You already saw that. But let's look at this place. This is awesome, man. Where I'm at is, well, I told you a little bit about it already. It's an old house on a major highway. Well, it was a major highway back in the day, Civil War era and before. And it was a tavern. There's a tavern here. And it was also used as a Confederate field hospital, or hospital, where up to 80 Confederate soldiers were taken care of in this place. What do you think? Oh yeah, now we're talking. Look at that place. Anyway, the owner of the property is good friends with Chad and has given us permission to look around. Now the owner today is not the owner that had this 10 years ago, so we don't know. This could have been detected already, probably has been, but there could be some good stuff in here still, and I think it probably is. We're gonna look all around the house. We might even crawl underneath it before it's over. Let's get to digging. I thought that might be a cannonball hole. Right there. You know, it actually is about the right size as a 6-pounder. And look at this. Check this out, okay? I'm going to crawl in here later on. And we're going to look at the inside and see if it's blown out on the inside. So, you know, I thought it was about the size of a cannonball. But if you look, you know, then I thought it was probably just, you know, cut out for a pipe or something. But it's not round. It goes up like that, like it's splintered a little bit. So who knows? Another little one there. We're going to run the metal detector over these beams, see if there's any bullets in there. Could very well be. Unfortunately, most of the house is clad, but I mean, there's another little round hole. That could be a bullet hole. I don't know. Mini balls. We'll be tearing the beams out before it's over. All right, we're going to get to digging. See, you're just still down there chatting. Okay, let me show you my setup. I have the Garrett AT Max today, 0 program, 0 discrimination, headphones on, maximum sensitivity. I tried the ground balance already, but let's try again. There's a lot of iron in the ground here. And what we're going to do is just listen real quick for the iron. Hopefully you can hear this. This is where they already cut out some soil, so this would be a good place to look. I'm going to turn my headphones off just for a second. All right, turn my headphones off so you can hear it, but this is 0 discrimination. Lots of iron. Ah, we like that, don't we? Yeah, we do. All right, we'll get back at you as soon as we get our first halfway decent target out of the ground. Okay, so I started right over here near the front of the house. Todd's going around the other side, and Chad's right on the other side of that boat. Anyway, first signal I'm going to dig. I've got a couple pull tab signals I haven't dug yet. I want to try to get something decent as a first signal. So that's pretty shaky, but I'm gonna let this one be the first one of the day. Something right here, a little bit shaky, could be iron, but for some reason it interests me. There we go. Hopefully we got that out of the hole. Nope. All right, we'll use the pinpoint. We're in the yard now. He's going to do a lot of landscaping. He said he doesn't care about the grass, so I'm not going to get right on the side of the hole here. I'm not going to use a rag, or a lot of times you can get a rag to lay down and put the dirt on, but he said don't worry about that. I'll dig back here. I like that it's down a little ways at least. Oh, that's probably it. Big piece of iron if that's the case. Yeah, big piece of iron down there. Let's see what it is. Do us well to dig iron though, because again, this is a good Confederate place. Look at that. Half a horseshoe, small size. Actually could be a cavalry horse. Because that's right size, broken in half. That's probably what we were hearing. They sound really good. Just double check the hole. Yeah, that was it. All right. I'm going to keep you off. I'm going to dig like crazy for a few minutes. First, like really decent thing. We'll get you back out. Well, so far I have bad news. I've covered this area of the yard, and there are very few squeakers in there. So I can almost promise you this has been dug. Doesn't mean we're not going to find anything, but it has been dug, and the better target's been taken out of the ground. Let me show you what I have so far, and I'm getting pretty close to the road. But yeah, so far I just got a couple pieces of iron. I got one light bulb, and that's about a half a horseshoe, and just dug this out of this hole. This is a fired modern bullet. So think about this. Somebody's probably out in one of these fields deer hunting, and the bullet carried over here and lodged into the yard of this house. Hopefully not scaring too many people. Of course, they probably didn't even know what happened. Well, dug my first aluminum can down about 6 inches. That's a plug I dug. Well, half a plug. Put it right back. All right, let's keep going. Moved away from the house a little bit. They're doing some earth moving up in this area. And you notice that they took off about the top 6 or 10 inches right here. So I'm just going along, seeing if there's some older stuff underneath. And did just dig the shotgun shell, which is, older shotgun shell. So we'll keep looking in this area that they've done some work at, and hopefully we'll get some good stuff down deep. If not, we always have some fields, and I'm going to go back in the yard in just a minute. I'm not giving up on that just yet. So I came back over by the house because, well, I can't resist staying by the house as long as I can. Not many good squeakers in here. I dug, I think I had it on video, dug half a horseshoe like right there, and Todd said he dug one over there, and he's digging something else there. But I have a whole horseshoe here. Look at that. Why are there so many horseshoes in this one little spot? Yeah, that's a nice whole one. It's weird that they would be losing all their horseshoes on this corner of the house, but maybe this is where they had the horses picketed. So it's going to be all kinds of like bit bosses with CSA on it, scattered all through here. Just a little bit deeper, and we'll be on them. So I'm going to look right up against the house now. It's just like a sheet of iron. There's so many nails in here. I did get one little squeaker, which was probably kicked. This is a piece of can that was hit with a lawnmower. Was pretty shallow, but I'm going to dig a little bit of a hole here and see what's down there. Also kick this out of the grass. Let's just check the air pressure on a tire, like a lawnmower or car. But yeah, this artifact layer could be 3 feet deep right here. So let's just dig a little hole. We'll see what's down there. And when we're done surface hunting, maybe we can come back here and just start excavating little areas and looking around before they strip all the topsoil and do their re-landscaping stuff. I know this is kind of sad, but I already started backfilling this. I dug down, there's lots of little tiny bits and pieces of square nails, but no pottery, no glass, so I'm not really excited about this area, and not hitting any buttons or anything either. So we'll go ahead and backfill this, and we'll try this again, maybe around different parts of the yard, and hopefully we'll have better luck somewhere else. So I popped around to this side of the house, and we're just getting a lot of aluminum cans, some of them down a foot. Good sounding signals, down a foot, so that means this has been landscaped probably in, recent memory anyway. Nothing good yet. I'm still around the back, well, what was the back part of the house. You can see it's all dug up for, I guess, water lines, and I suppose that's the septic system, septic tank area right down there. And probably where the privies were at one time, so that's probably been destroyed. Although we're going to look around. I tried probing, but it was just like hard as a rock. I think this place was somewhat of a commercial establishment not too many decades ago, and it's like a lot of shale and gravel all around it with that parking areas. Now, one thing I am noticing though, coming off to the side of the house, I haven't dug anything great, just cans, but there's some stones here that are obviously not natural that were put down. So we might dig a little pit right here just to see what's going on. It could be an outbuilding, could be a privy for all I know. But I wanted to show you this thing I just dug and why you should always wear gloves. Do you see it? Do ya? That is crazy. Now, I don't know if that's like a broadhead or some type of X-Acto knife, but that's a razor blade right there. That's what I was hearing. Yeah, it's probably some type of an artist's knife where you cut. Wow, it looks sharp, doesn't it? Not as sharp as this old boy. This is this old boy. Gotta be careful out there. I figure while we're here, let's look up underneath this porch real quick and see what we can see. What I did is I took that X-Acto knife back to my truck and dropped it off with the rest of the horseshoes and stuff. I got my flashlight so we can look up in here. Okay, first thing I'm seeing is this is for a lightning rod, I guess. Let's see what's up in there. Oh, I don't Boy, it's cool. And boy, it stinks like an animal. That's a giant beam. It's massive, probably chestnut. That was real common around here before the blight killed it all in the turn of the century, 1900s. Yeah, so I see it looks like it looks almost like plastic, but I'm not sure. There's a piece of copper right there I'm gonna go take a look at. Don't see any bartles sticking up. Oh, that's just copper wire. You can see it's all around down in there, and this piece sticking out. I don't see like any bartles sticking out that look really interesting. Those are old floorboards, so no, those aren't. So if there are any old bartles, whoever fixed that would have probably picked them up. May not have dug in there though. It's wet and stinky. No, Todd, don't say that. Todd's actually on the other side of the house, so he didn't even hear it. So I just popped this plug up, and look at the amount of earthworms in here. Isn't that crazy? I must like it back here for some reason. Actually, I like all in that one spot. But anyway, yeah, I had a decent little squeak there. There it is. Looks like brass, doesn't it? What is it? Or a rock? That's a rock. Okay, let's get the machine over here. Take a listen. Yep, it's right in here somewhere. Hopefully that's not it. Yeah, that's probably it right there. What is it? Is it a spark plug? Boy, I have no idea. I'd say it's somewhat or something electrical-ish. It's got brass on it for sure. It's got some type of coating on it. Although I have no idea what it is. I don't have a clue. We'll get that cleaned up and get a better picture of it. We'll get a picture of it for you. Yeah, that's electrical wire, and that's the coating on it. Oh well. Well, it could have been a Civil War item. That was a good signal, good sounding signal right there. I came back to these rocks. I told you to dig a couple holes. Dug down, started getting lighter soil. I don't think anything goes deeper. There's not much iron in that hole. That one goes down a little bit deeper, but still not much iron, just a couple square nails. I'm starting to think now this is probably a walkway. There's a couple rocks here, another rock there, and as I stuck the shovel in the ground, more rocks. So they came off of this porch here at one time, off this direction. Now that road could have been 10 feet higher back during the Civil War, who knows, or 1700s when this was built. But for some reason, they went up this direction to the road as well. Here's another thing you have to be really careful about when you're digging around houses, and I dodged a bullet on this one. Well, yeah, let me just show you. Decent signal, dug down, and looky, it's an electrical cord. I didn't nick it or anything, so we're in good shape there. But they had something running from the house, probably right down there, here, down to the yard. It's probably a lighted sign or something down there. So always be aware of that when you're at a house. Look for lights out in the yard that they would have cords going to, or driveway alarms especially, things like that. Lucky here, there's nothing out there anyway, so we wouldn't hurt anything, but still, it's always a hard thing to tell the homeowner you just chopped their line up into pieces. It's a hard deal. So I'm right off where the pit is here with the water line, and I dug another hole just to see what might be down here. And there's a lot of iron, a lot of nails, like this, square nails. Got a little pile of stuff here, but I'm not seeing any pottery or glass, or not getting any brass out of here. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill it in. This was probably all dug up when they put the water lines and the sewer lines in right here. But just not enough to keep going on this hole right here. I came back around to the side of the house and want to run the metal detector over it, see if there's any bullets in it. I mean, I really doubt there are, but it's a possibility. You ready? Here we go. Don't hear. Well, there shouldn't be too many nails, but there'll be some. That's weird. Must be reinforcing in there of some sort. Yeah, this is gonna be tough, isn't it? Let's go ahead and jump the put the discrimination all the way up. Oh, you can see little nails in there too. Yeah, that's gonna be impossible. Where's that bullet hole? That's probably not a hole up there. What's in that stuff? Doesn't read quite like a bullet. Ooh. Listen, that's 90s. I don't think it's there. I think it's up in that beam right there. It's right in there. Don't know what it is though. It's too high for anything I know of. Check this hole here. Hear that for sure. What's in there? I don't know what's in there, but yeah, that's impossible. Oh well. No cannonballs. Hey, let's check underneath there, see what we got. Besides the dead bird. That's a bluebird wing. Hey, well, let's take a quick peek. It looks pretty decent in there. Move that board back. I think we can get in there if we wanted to. Doesn't look too, put you in here. All right, you ready? Actually, I see pretty good to it without the light on, looking through the back of the camera. Let's see what we got in there. All right, we have beer bottles that are not too old. A lot of more. It's a gold. Look at the gold in there. This is something shiny. You probably can't see it, but something shiny right there. Wow, that's horrible looking. But you know what? I think I'm going to crawl up in there and just poke around a little bit and see what we can see. This stinks pretty bad too. Is that a dog collar? It's a dog collar or a belt or something right there. Oh, that's not like a... Oh no. Is that a human? Looks like somebody's belt. What a place, not that curly Q thing, but that thing right there looks like, I hope that's not a human buried underneath there. Let's go under in a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and get some of this gear off. And we'll just crawl underneath there, maybe with a pinpoint or a small shovel or something, just dig around a little bit. That is, if you're not too scared. I'm not. Okay, I got my gear, I got a little pick and my flashlight, and we're gonna crawl under there and see what we can see. Don't forget, we want to look at the inside of this and see if it's perfectly round or like blown out like a cannonball went through it. You ready? Hold your breath. Hopefully there won't be too many snakes in there. Oh, I left my flashlight on. That's not good. Yes, good enough like that. All right, hat off. Get rid of the spiders. And in we go. Oh, jeez. It's pretty grody in here, man. Okay, we're in. I got my pick with me. Pick right there. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to see that beam. That looked like it had a cannonball hole in it because it's inside the house. Of course, it's too high. Oh, man. Ooh, that's a nice old bottle top. Look at that. Okay. I imagine people are probably taking all the bottles they could see. Some copper pipe there. All the bottles that they could see in here. You know, the workers and stuff, but they may not have dug around. All right. Try not to get electrocuted. Look at that little tiny support they have. Isn't that weird? That big old beam. All right, that's what I thought was a belt, but it's actually is a heat tape. You wrap that around the water pipes in the wintertime, plug it in, and makes heat to keep the pipes from freezing. So that, you know, keep those pipes right there from freezing. Because if they freeze in the wintertime, they break open. And you have to replace everything. All right. All kinds of critters have been in here. You can see it's all patted down good. Well, let's just get the pinpointer out and listen. I didn't bring my metal detector in. I don't really see that much stuff. That insulation make you cough big time. Ah, spiders! See some raccoon poo over there, so that's not good either. Let's just see what's in the ground, if there's any beepers in the ground. Let me get that thing out. Behave yourself now. All right. Mostly interested. That's a heat tape. It should, well, there's a little bit of metal in there, not a lot, but that's what will heat up with the, all right. Oh, that's something metal here. So I'll dig around a little bit maybe. I don't want to dig around too much because it's really dusty. I was surprised. I thought it was going to be wet in here. And we'll just see if we can see any bottles or anything. And if not, we'll get the heck out of here pretty quick. Not only do we have a problem with, like, you know, the insulation getting in our lungs, which it won't kill you. Well, I guess it could give you, like, I don't know, I can't remember the disease. But hantavirus and things with mice, poo, and other things from that raccoon poo could be in here as well. So we won't stir up too much dust, but we'll just look for a minute. I had to go get my pick by the door. Silicosis is what I was thinking of for the respiratory disease. All right, I'm just gonna pull a little bit back, just enough to see if there's stuff buried in here. Nice and damp, so that's actually a good sign for us. It won't be too much stuff flying around. I'm coughing now because of that insulation. I know it's bothery. So I'm gonna have to get out of here. This stuff is terrible. Back in the day, I actually installed that in new houses. One summer I did that during college. Oh, it was a horrible job. Not really seen any bottles or, you know, glass or pottery or anything like really sweet, but hopefully I dug up whatever piece of metal that was. If I can find my pinpointer, we'll see if it's like a square nail or cannonball. So, it's the first thing. Might be what we were hearing, but it actually looks, I thought it might be like a knife handle, but I think that's too thick. So, but that is kind of a little artifact of some sort. Oh, gosh, I can't believe I threw it back there already. You know what? I'm about ready. I have a coughing fit, so I'm gonna get out of here. This stuff is nasty. Oy. Gosh. Little tiny piece of nail. It's a little square nail. I'm gonna dig this one last thing right here. Sounds pretty big. With the pick. And then I am gonna get out of here and hopefully not take too much insulation with me in my lungs. I don't know if you see that or not, but scooch over just a little bit. Whatever it was right in here. Probably a big piece of iron, but I'm gonna turn it on, I guess. All right, still, you be quiet, you. This is it right here. If we don't get it with this try, I'm getting out of here anyway. Ooh, some nice old glass though, huh? Maybe we ought to stay in here a little bit longer. Yeah, you know, if I was digging Civil War stuff, I'd be in here, I'd never get out of here. Yeah, there's some old glass down there, huh? That's getting pretty hard. All right, let's give her a shot. See what we got. Turn it on. I think it's probably out of the hole though. Some glass, window glass there. Saw some bottle glass, but there's not enough there, and I'm like really gagging from that insulation. So we're gonna go back outside in the fresh air where we should be. There's no spiders or snakes right up there. This Todd and Chad, we just had a most unpleasant experience in there. I'm gonna go put that stuff away, and we'll get back to digging. We'll go out in the field. Might be a nice camp up there. Who knows? So guess what? I was just came out from underneath that house, coughing like crazy. Put some of my stuff back in the truck, which is right there. Started walking back up toward Todd and Chad, who are up on the hill. Got a decent signal, not, you know, 100 feet from my truck. Looky! That, I think, is going to be something good. I thought it might be a large scent, but it might be a pattern. Oh, hope it's not one of those rings. Like from a spark plug or something. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. No! That thing was screaming, though, I tell you. Oh, I thought that was going to be a large scent. Oh well. I guess Lady Luck wasn't shining on me for risking my lungs. So I'm over here in the area where they've stripped some of the topsoil off and going along, just detecting. There's really not many signals. But looky there, I think that's a piece of an arrowhead, if not an actual like arrowhead or point, spear point. Yep. I do believe that's been worked for sure. You can see here, all the way around. Yeah, not a great one though, but I think so. I mean, this isn't a rock that I have seen here on this property yet, so it was carried in by someone. I kind of came up away from the house out into the field here, and there's a little bit of iron, and I got a big iron signal right here and dug it up, and looky here. This is a big old cooking kettle. Well, part of one anyway. So there's definitely something going on right here. Could have been a Civil War camp. Could be another home site up on this hill right here, this little knoll. But that's a great sign. Absolutely beautiful sign. A little cooking kettle of some sort. Yeah, now we're talking. That's the area where I found the pot. There's lots of square nails in here and stuff, but no good signals. And I just dug this piece of fork. That's a really old fork, and it was way down at the bottom here, so that was quite deep. I suspect this has been absolutely hammered by people metal detecting over the years, because there's just no squeakers out here at all. And there's definitely something going on. Broken pots, forks. There's definitely something right here. I dug another horseshoe right on the edge of the cut there. I mean, that's kind of a weird looking one, isn't it? Very pointy on the end. So I'm still struggling to find anything good. Just dug this, which I imagine is a worn out hoe. Down quite deep. Just not finding any squeakers, man. No squeakers. You can see that's where it was, you know, that's an old style that's hand forged. Hey, dug out. It's never dug out. I'm kind of working my way back toward the house. There's people shooting over there. And I think this is the old well right here. Let's take a look at it. Too bad it's got a concrete cap. I wonder if we can get up in there. Boy, that'd be awesome if we could drop a camera down that bad boy. Looky. Oh, dude. You know what? I think if we move these rocks, we can get a camera in there, can't we? Let's take a quick peek. See what's in there. Yeah, make sure this is a well. I mean, it's got to be a well, but... Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's like concrete almost. Tell you what. I'm going to drop a little rock down there, and if it splashes, I'll go see if I have my well camera, and if I do, we'll drop it down there. And if not, we'll come back. I need you to listen. I have to wait till a car is quick going by. I'm just going to drop this little one down there. You ready? Tell me what you hear. Oh, yeah. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and move these rocks with you. We're going to take a peek in there, see if it looks like we can drop a camera down there. And if we can, I'll check the truck and see if it's in there. If it is, we'll do that. If not, I'll try to come back. Now, I'm going to break this up into 2 videos, though. So you may have actually already seen this well video if I'm able to do it. And if I'm not able to do it, well, you haven't seen it yet and you never will. Let's move some rocks. Here, just get a couple of these out of the way and we'll put them back. Let's see if it's possible to get my cameras down in there. Ow! Down in there without losing them. There we go. There's a lot of pipes and stuff or wood down in there. I don't want to put the camera in there because I've lost them on pieces of wood before. And 2 cameras at a time. It's not a good deal. All right. Oh, yeah. There we go. Yeah, I think there'll be plenty of room in here. And we'll put all these back and make it nice and tight. Oh, yeah, that's kind of weird looking. All right. Oh, yeah. Oh, copperheads in here. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely mortared. Around a little bit so you can see. The snake. You can see mortar right here. We'll just move a couple of these. I'll seal this up real tight when we're done. All right. Yeah. Okay. I got enough room to get a camera in there, I think. Let's just take another peek with a flashlight and see if that's what's in there as far as board. Oh no, that's horrible. Look, if you look on the wall right there, there's all kinds of scratch marks. So that means animals have been falling in there over the years and trying to get out and drowning. I had no idea what's in there. I can't see. I'm gonna poke you over the edge, see if you can see anything. I cannot see what's down there, but that's sickening right there. But that could have happened 100 years ago before they put this concrete cap on it too. I don't know if I even want to look down there now. This could be pretty bad. Hopefully those aren't like fingernail marks from humans. And I think what we're going to do is drop a camera down there and see if it's loaded with Civil War muskets, bayonets, cannonballs, maybe even a whole cannon, and little bags of gold dust. Let's do it. tomorrow night, if I have my cameras. You know, this is the second piece of melted iron, big melted iron that I've dug up. So I'm guessing they had some type of forge right up here, not too far from the house. Could have been a blacksmith shop, I guess. Yeah, that's a big old chunk of melted iron. Well, not my best find ever, that's for sure. Oh, we've been here all day. I mean, probably, well, all day, probably like 6 or 8 hours, and I found like no real keepers yet until right now. First keeper of the day, a little pistol bullet with a sprue still on it. Yeah, well, it could be a musket ball too, but it's got the sprue, so someone sitting here was casting bullets. This is about where I found the melted iron too, right in this area, so that's my first real... Ooh, I'm on the board 8 hours later. How you making out? Guy, you're a mess. You're as bad as I am. Looky. Little musket ball.
Nice.
Oh, you got a flatty. Awesome, man.
Yeah.
That's a nice old one.
That's it.
Does it have any designs on it?
Almost.
Nah, probably not.
Think there's some
Yeah,
stuff
congratulations. Is that out in the field here?
Tall grass. Just,
Oh, okay.
Straight over about 20 feet into the tall grass.
Yeah, I was getting a lot of nails in here, and got like a cooking pot and stuff. Nothing, not iron.
Yeah.
You know, because I think it's been hit pretty hard. But that's my first
That's
musket ball.
Todd got a buckle on the other side. I'm assuming probably a tack buckle.
Well, that's kind of neat, though. You know, at least we found something.
Yeah, no, that's...
A lot of melted iron right there. I think that's where they probably had a blacksmith shop or something. You know, big chunks of iron.
It seems like out in the taller grass, it's real quiet, and then you'll hit patches of like noise.
Oh, okay.
No good signals, but I wonder if that's like a camp area, maybe.
Could very well, like I said, I got that pot out there, which is typical of a camp or house site. You know, cast iron pot. So that could be. It could be where they sat in different places. The problem is, though, I think this place has been metal detected a lot. So they, you know, anything that's left is going to be deep.
Yeah.
Like if you're ever around, when you remove some more topsoil, like over here, you know, try to get in here as soon as you can, because I think there's going to be some stuff that we just can't hear.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all just grunts and real low.
Yeah.
Stuff like just in the, I don't know, 10-foot areas, and then it's quiet.
Yeah.
And then you hit another
That's
spot.
part of what it is, where they're burning, had a fire or something, it's burning stuff. So I thought I just saw something go in the house. I was like, that's a ghost. Well, I'm happy now, man. I'm going to get back at it. Are you going to keep at it a little longer?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to grab a drink real quick.
Yeah, awesome.
I brought this here for you and your fans if I can get it out. He's had better days.
Yeah.
I've got one relic. It is a buckle.
Is it broken, or is that the way it's... Oh, that's probably the way that one's made. It's a weird little thing. Little brassy thing.
Brass and a little iron pin.
Yeah. Mm.
I know it's bad. It's pathetic.
I didn't say that. Hey, I'm going to get back at it. I want to dig, well, like one more 100 of these. Bigger ones. I'm down along the road, and I'm digging a lot of like chopped up beer cans, unfortunately, but a lot of old iron. So I think this has just been hunted to death. There's definitely a building here. There's all kinds of broken glass and square nails and just good old iron. Got a good squeaker. I dug it up, and I can see it right there, and it's silver. See it? It's silver. I'm suspecting that's probably going to be a mercury dime if I had to guess, but we won't know until we look at it, will we? You ready? Okay, here we go. Oh, it's definitely silver at least. Yeah, it's a mercury dime. Could be older than me. Well, it probably is actually, but it may not be. Let's see what it is. 1959. Yep, definitely older than me. Silver. Awesome, dude. At least it's a coin, right? And Todd will be jealous, and that is what counts. I found the dime right there. Todd's coming over to kind of work this area too. Decent signal, wasn't can slaw, so I dug it up, and it looks like a little brass buckle. Boop. Yep, that's what it is. All right, well, that's a good sign. I mean, that's the first like decent piece of brass that I found today. Right along the road. And that could be Civil War era, easily. I just kind of bebopping along the road, and I just dug a piece of a lantern, I do believe. There's a lot of can slaw, so what I'm doing is I'm just not digging anything that reads in that 45 to 55 range. I'll probably pass up at least 20 to 30 of those between me and Todd back there. So a little bit higher stuff, a little higher readings, doing all right. I just wanted to show you this real quick. I getting a lot of signals in this area, a lot of iron, so I went ahead and dug it down to what I thought would be the end of the plow zone. You can see the artifact layer, if you look right here, is light, okay? So the artifact layer here is about 10 or 14 inches thick, nice, rich soil. There's all kinds of nails through here. I'm getting stuff like this out of there, a lot of little square nails and you know, pieces of you know, other iron. I don't know if that's coal. I guess I don't know if that's coal or burned wood. I'm not sure, but it's just loaded with iron and stuff. And there's pieces of glass and pottery. I had a couple pieces here, but I don't see it right now. But not getting anything non-iron out of there, but there could be belt buckles down the bottom. We wouldn't hear through all those tiny nails and all that kind of stuff. There's some window glass right there, so we'll be careful, I promise. Just dug this. It's kind of a weird little ball of melted aluminum. Didn't know what that was at first, but it's really light. Strange little object, huh? Todd's over there. Yeah, find of the day, find of the day. I'm thinking like he's got a Louisiana buckle or something, you know. But we'll see.
I worked hard for that one. You can see that.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, it's the 50th anniversary of the 1996. I mean, there's a date on it.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Right there, 1937, I think.
That's the prettiest find.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, huh?
That's
And
awesome,
it even
man.
has
Congrats.
the back on it.
It's not
That's
bad.
the whole pin there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. Actually, it's kind of cool. I've never seen one.
Yeah, hey.
I'm working my way back to the truck, by the way. I'm done. If I get another signal, I'll dig it, but that's pretty cool.
Over there.
Okay.
Found
So
this
you're going to
right
be here a
here.
while, huh?
No.
All right.
No.
Well, congratulations. Okay, I'm getting ready to take off. Todd and Chad are still digging. I'm going to tell them I'm getting ready to take off, but I'll show you what I found real quick. Got it all laid out here. You know, it's not real impressive, but I did find a few things. You saw all this. Maybe not these are, I think, lantern parts. A few of those and odds and ends. It's pretty scary, isn't it? And of course, all this other junk and a few other pieces that, well, they didn't make it to the truck. So, hope you enjoyed the little adventure. I really did. I'm glad I got a chance to detect this house, even though it didn't turn out to be very relical. Coinical? Coinical? Is that a word? Maybe next time, though, right? That's what we always count on. Next time. Seems that way sometimes, doesn't it? We'll see you then, I hope.
She'll shake the coins from your pocket, take your gold chain and your locket. Mother Earth has no sympathy. She'll take the ring from your hand and bury it in the sand and keep it for eternity. Mother Earth, she's got her secrets she's promised to keep, hidden in her dirt or deep in her creek. Mother Earth, she ain't saying exactly what she's saving, where it is or what it might be. Mother Earth, you are my lady, my big round baby. I'll rock you until I go to sleep. She don't care if you're dying or if you're living or somewhere in between. Mother Earth, you are my lady, my big round baby, and I'll rock you until I go to sleep. She'll shake the coins from your pocket, take your gold chain